All right, I think I am live. Hello, everybody. Zen Friends, welcome to a special Saturday night session where I'm coming back on to finish out all the readings from earlier session that I did not get to. I have a handful of donations I didn't get to, and probably about maybe 15, maybe free readings. So we're going to get to all those. I do have listed in the description box of this video, I have listed the order in which the readings will be completed so you have an idea of where your reading is going to appear. If you're listening live, you can kind of get an idea of when I'll be jumping in there, because I'll announce who I'm on each time. And then after I'm done, I will post that in the pinned comments of this video as well. You notice there's no chat in this session because I'm not taking any new questions tonight. This is just a makeup session for everything from the earlier session. And I shall return tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Remember, daylight savings time tomorrow here in the United States, at least in most of the states. There's some states that do not participate. So if your state or country does not participate, I'll be on an hour earlier than I normally am, at least in your time zone. All right. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff. So let's jump in. So we're going to start off here. So we have love is the most powerful force in the universe. Thank you for your donations last night and in this one today. So appreciate that. And so we'll do your free reading. I'm sorry, do your donation first, and then you also had a free reading, and I'll add that on just on the right after this, so you don't have to go search for it amongst all the other free readings. It's just easier since you have this one. We'll do it right after. All right. So for this will be question number 2. So thank you for your multiple donations. So we had mentioned that you are a star seed from Sirius A, and you want to know how long have you been incarnating on Earth for? Ooh, interesting. All right, let's take a look here. So how long have you been incarnating on Earth? Let's see what messages they have here. All right, going to go like that. Got this one and this one with that underlying energy. So we got on the bottom of the deck here. So let's take a look here. How long have you been incarnating on Earth for? So we have the Tower card on the bottom of the deck here. Interesting energy I'm picking up with here is this is like a time of destruction, and I'm really getting like the fall of Atlantis energy. And so I feel like you were around in the Atlantean ages in human form, which you can be a star seed and then also be a human here and then also be, another being on another planet, another being in another dimension, another, frequency, and you can be doing it all at the same time. And so realize that time is a more of a our universe thing, but more of a earth thing too. That we are more embedded in that and more at our lower vibrational frequency, more tied to time and pocketed away where we feel like this is the only existence that's going on in the moment when really all these things are going on at the same time. So definitely feel like with Earth, it's like you became interested in experiencing Earth after the fall of Atlantis. I feel like you were here during Atlantis because the human iterations that we've had like Lemuria, the times of Mu, and then Atlantis, and each time we've had these different progressions. We started off fully aware who we were with no veil, and we came down and like, oh, that was fun. Kind of boring because we knew everything. We already saw outside of space and time. We saw all the possibilities. We knew what to choose to have what happen, and it was fun and different, but it became kind of like if you're always winning at poker, no matter what, it's not a challenge. It's not exciting anymore. So we started to veil ourselves more from knowledge of the future, knowledge of who we are, and different things to this humanity where we're so veiled that we don't really remember that we're a powerful supernatural being until later in life if we've chosen to wake up during that lifetime. So there's been all these iterations, and I feel like you were really interested in experiencing the veiledness. That's why you came in Atlantis. That's why Atlantis blew up, because we were so um, veiled from the future that we didn't realize. Don't push that button, kind of stuff. So you really wanted to get the really lower dimensional feelings and experiences in humanity. All right, so let's see what else they have here to tell you here. Yeah, the King of Wands. This is the star seed energy. I'm feeling the King of Wands. Wands is the highest, it's like spiritual energy, and the king is the highest expression of spiritual energy. So this is really zooming in on your higher self. And I like that. They're kind of just reinforcing that. Realize that all of our little expressions are like fingertips, all dipping into little finger puppets, experiencing all these different things, and that the humanity is just an expression of our higher self. It's not really who we are. We're just kind of renting these bodies and experiencing things. And when we're ready, we just turn in the rental car and go experience something else. So I like that. Let's see what else they want you to know about your earthly experiences here. Yeah. So the Five of Swords, that's the battle between head and heart and struggle. And, that is a big piece of this energy that draws us here, right? I mean, you've got the Chariot card, which is the power of choice. And we always have the power of choice as our higher selves. But um, what's funny is like, because we're in a place of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, and that's our essence and it's our beingness, it's like it's a no-brainer choice, so people don't choose lower vibration. But we have created these pockets of kind of like getaways. These are like amusement parks. We come to experience lower vibration because it's like it doesn't exist at higher vibrations. We have to create these little worlds, these little pockets to experience things. And this is one of the places where the choice between lower vibration and higher vibration is available, because there's otherwise a lot of it's so along the same lines of the higher vibrations. It's not so contrasting. It's not like this, black and white, here. It's more like maybe more like this, colorful over here. Um, but the contrast in this planet is so distinct. It's what draws us here. And we have the 10 of Wands, which is our ability to feel the extreme energies uh, as humanity here. And I know when I like channel beings that are on the other side, people who have been here and have gone back to the other side, whenever I feel like they're on this veil that are so close, they feel giddy and almost drunk, because the closer they get to this vibration of the planet, of this dimension, it's the contrast of the unconditional love energy next to the low vibration here makes them almost feel high, makes them almost feel very giddy. And so the amount of energy that we can experience here while we're down here and how we can connect to the higher realms is an amazing thing. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles too, our ability to birth and create here is another thing that draws us here. We can create in any of the dimensions in any of the realms, but here it's like creating through humanity. It's almost like controlling a puppet and having the puppet create something that's super cool to our higher selves. That's funny. We also have the power of transformation here. And what's interesting is, a big piece of our soul, as our higher self, isn't about becoming something more because we're already like this perfect mountain. We just take these journeys as all these different creatures to walk around um, the earth and walk around, more so walk around the perfect mountain we are, because we can be in different dimensions doing it too. Just to explore and understand who we are, not like create a new mountain. We're already a perfect mountain. It's walking around it at different levels, different dimensions, seeing it from different perspectives. And humanity is one of the few with that hanged man that we go through transformation and metamorphosis, and we get to experience the journey of going from one place to another, of going from one level to another, what that might feel like, because we can raise our vibration here. But when we're at higher vibration already, what's there to go to? You know? So it's a very interesting energy that's here. And of course, the journey with the Six of Swords is about, learning the difference between the small T truths and realizing the capital T truths of who we really are. So I feel like you've been around there, but I don't feel like you had an interest in Earth until it became more challenging, because you were like, "Beh," and then you wanted to participate in humanity, help it evolve, and come in as that star seed and enjoy what you could learn and but play a lot. All right. All right. And then let's see what your fortune cookie says here. So what else do you want to know about how long you've been here in humanity? What else? Any other? Okay, I feel like it's this one right here. Right. And so of course you get to see what this looks like to you. And it is card number 23. So let's see what message comes in here for you with this one. Magical. So embrace the magic within all of your day to day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. This is the calling of the universe to return to childlike wonder and belief that anything can happen. Look for the magical in the mundane and watch as life transforms from the ordinary into a mystical adventure of the unexpected. Yeah, the magic of this plane, I just love that energy with that. So that is your donation. So thank you again for that. And then your free reading. When will med beds be announced to the public? All right, so let's take a look here based on current energies. When will med beds? Okay, feel like we've got these three for your free reading. Let's see what we got here. Well, here we got the tower card. I put it back in, it came back out here for you. But the tower card, yeah, it is in Atlantis. No, the tower is like after something. It's like there's after this destruction. Oh, the towers. So 9/11, of course, um, is this energy that could come with this, but I just feel like it's like there's after something falls in here in the United States. I mean, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is this feeling of abundance and flowing, and October, September, October time here. And the King of Cups is when there's this balance of things that happens um, in the nation. But I just feel like that tower is like September, October is the energy that's unfolding right now. Um, because there's this definitely a balance of things that have to happen. And I feel like we're going to be kind of crazy out of balance with a lot of things happening in especially in the United States between now and then. So a lot of astrological energies balance out a little more towards the end of the year. And there's some eclipses that happen in September and October that might bring in some endings and beginnings energy too. So I think we still have eclipse energy going on. Well, so that's what's coming in there. So thank you for that question. So many blessings. Thank you again for all your donations. I greatly appreciate you. All right. So let me just make sure I'm keeping on my list here. Okay. And then up next, we have Happy Pill. So, Happy Pill, thank you for your donation. You also had a free reading request. So, I will stick that on here after your donation, like I just did for love. All right. So, again, thank you for the donation. You want to know a reading for your soul journey and ascension. Ooh, okay. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about your soul journey and ascension? And then these four. Okay. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Three of Wands, which is an energy of a change of direction, a plot twist that comes in here for you. And it's like the idea that your human has of, well, this is what's going to happen. They're like, "Er," and it goes a different direction for you here. We'll find out more what that means here in a moment. But this is about your soul journey that takes you towards ascension. And the bottom of the deck here, yeah. So here's your higher self calling you to a higher place. And it's like the calling card. And it's and this is where that's why I feel like you kind of go in a different direction because your higher self wants to go um off road and experience some other things. So ascension is when I mean ascension can mean something different for everyone, but what spirit's bringing through is when we're talking about ascension as I'm ready to go to this level where I'm a higher vibration and I don't need to come back to earth again. It's like no, it's ascension is when we're ready to join back into the creator and because we're already existing at all these different vibrations but we're a slight bit below the vibration of creator, which allows us to be separate and experience looking back at the creator so they can experience themselves through us looking back at really we are the creator in a way. We're looking back going, there I am. And this is I'm experiencing myself through these little mini me's, right? When we go to ascension, it can mean that you're going and withdrawing from lower vibration and you're kind of like a little Russian those little Russian dolls that are within each other. It's like you're the little mini one is going into the bigger one, going into the bigger one, going into the bigger one, going into the bigger one. Eventually, we're just going to be all, like the pieces of me are all going to be put together in the giant one. And then I just join the creator again when we're done experiencing separateness uh, in a way. We can go into talking so much about this, but we'll keep it at that for now so our heads don't explode. And so this is your higher self is like, I'm not ready to join back there. I want to experience more at this vibrational level. So the ascension will be later. Your soul journey is what they're focusing in on. Yeah, the emperor is. I'm not ready yet. I'm taking control. This is the higher self. And it's like the Aries energy of new beginnings. And I want to try some other things because the Aries energy is like the baby, right, of the zodiac. It's the start of the zodiac. It goes all the way through to Pisces and starts over again. That I feel like you're going to be in a few more lifetimes because you're wanting to experience things. And even though I know when we're down here, like, why did I choose this life? Was I drunk? It's like, no, it was chosen on purpose. And even though it can feel very uncomfortable sometimes, it's like, this is what I wanted to be able to experience to understand myself more. What else about your soul journey? Yep, Six of Cups. Past lifetimes, multiple lifetimes. And There's not karma, there's not things we have to work out and debt we have to do, or we have to learn so that we can hit a certain level. That's all humanity and our, lists and contrasting and judgments and all that stuff. We experience multiple lifetimes. And what Spirit explained to me, karma is more like curiosity, and curiosity with a K, that's funny. But it's like if in one lifetime I experienced the life of, like, let's say, a slave owner, um, in another lifetime, I want to experience the perspective from a slave, not out of punishment, not because I got to make up for anything. It's the curiosity. Okay, I want to see what it's like from being a slave. And then what do I want to be from someone in town who's not a slave owner, but I get to see it from here. And then I'm someone that wants to set slaves free. I get to see it from that point of view. And that's what this past lifetimes are about, and this is what our soul journey is about, is experience. And so rather than feeling like I gotta achieve, it's like be and experience, because that's what we're here for, right? What else do we have here? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. What's the rush? Last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. That is something funny, that in our soul journey, we're eternal beings. We got all the time. There's no time. We're eternal. What's the rush? Our human is in a rush because we have these concepts of I got to be something by a certain time. It's judgments. It's our fears. But when we're able to connect to our soul journey and go, I'm in no rush. I can experience what I want to experience. If I don't hit it this lifetime, I'll hit it another lifetime. I got endless number. It's not like we're restricted. Like, you only have 100 lifetimes. You better get everything done. It's like, no, you have unlimited lives. So it's not so much a rush to try to get to the end of something. Have patience and enjoy your soul journey. Again, the Emperor energy coming in again. This deck has multiple Emperors in it. And so this is about you are the one that controls our higher self. We're the one that controls what we're wanting. There's no right or wrong, supposed to, shoulds, all that. That's, again, all a human construct that brings in fear and brings in contrast and experiences. But ultimately, we get to decide the journey that we want. And our energy is what guides our path. So whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. If I focus on lower vibrational fears, I get a whole little journey of that until I'm done with it, and I can choose differently. But our energy, we're the co-creator. We're actually the creator of our life, and the creator is the co-creator with us. They honor and they're following our energy. They're following our lead. What do you want to do next? Oh, let's go over here. All right, let's go. They're the parent pushing us in our little baby buggy, and they're asking us, "What do you want to go see next?" Go over there, and they're like, "All right, here we go." So I like that. Yeah, and then the King of Swords. We're the master of our storyteller too, which is amazing because in our soul journey, especially when humanity, we're moving on this earth, we're the storyteller. We're the ones that life. I like. I think it was Bashar. There's a gentleman. I think his name's Daryl. He channels an entity called Bashar, and I loved it because he said something like, life is meaningless. And we're like, what? And he goes, what I mean by that is that life happens and there's no meaning in it because it's experience. It's going through there. It's not like, oh, that means that. Oh, that means that. That's this storyteller, this brain that assigns, oh, this means this. Until you want it to mean differently, then you can make it mean something else. So you hold the power of the storyteller of your soul journey too. Yeah. And again, so you got the King of Wands energy, which is like the emperor. So you've got like emperor energy three times, which is your energy is the guide. Your energy is the guide. Your energy is the guide. And it happens like Spirit showed me that we're not in a baby seat in the back of a seat being driven somewhere. We're driving the bus, and the creator is sitting in the passenger seat in control of the stereo and the navigation system and the snacks and the air conditioning and heating and all that. But they put into the nav system what our energy is telling them to. So whatever our energy is focusing on, we don't get what we want, we get what we are. We get what energy we're putting forward. He plugs it in, they plug it in to the nav system, and that's where we go. And all of our spirit guides and everyone are all these puppies in the back, just happy to go along for the ride. They don't care like where we're going. They just love the word go. You know, if you tell a dog, go to, yeah, let's go. Psh, they're out the door ready to go. I don't care where we're going. We're going for a ride. And that's how our spiritual posse is. Right. So let's see what your fortune cookie says here. Again, these are spiritual, um, what do I call them? Spiritual ink blot tests, right? Where whatever you see in this picture is a special message for you. And then I'll read the short message from the book too. All right. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3. Beautiful card there. You got master number 33, which is the joining of your human with your higher self. And because master number 11 is about mastering your human journey. And master number 22 is about realizing you're more than just the human, you're the actor behind the human. There's two of you. And then 33 is when you join together and walk hand in hand, where your higher self completes what your human self is looking for. And then you walk together upon the earth, seeing it from a different viewpoint, not with this, I've got to go, I've got to go, you know, I've got to obtain. It's like you're feeling the fulfillment from the inside and you're not on this rush to get through life and you see it differently. This is actually Kuan Yin, and Kuan Yin is the bodhisattva, I probably mispronounced it, my apologies, of compassion. In the cards, she represents compassion and kindness towards oneself. Stop being hard on yourself. Watch your mind and your words and your judgments that you have about yourself. You are much kinder and more forgiving of others than you are of yourself. It can take many lifetimes to fully embody this lesson of compassion, but you're almost there. This is one of the biggest openings of the heart center that one can experience. I love that. So that's what they have for that one, Happy Pill. Thank you again for your donation. And then for your free question, you wanted to know an ancestral message for you. All right, let's take a look here. All right, here we go. Imagine that. You got the King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So your ancestors are sharing with you that, again, your energy, you get to decide. There's no right or wrong. The King of Wands realizes that in their journey, they have a throne room full of people that are telling them all about the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, the must be of life, right? And but all of them are like there's contradicting opinions and there's a lot of these self-appointed advisors, and the king realizes, wait a minute, I'm the king. I put the king in kingdom. This is my kingdom. So, you know, this is your life. It's thank you everyone for your opinion. You can clear the throne room. I need some time alone. I'm going to decide what I want. And then I'm going to put a plan together and put energy behind it and go on this adventure. And the Ace of Pentacles is when you do this, when you step into your power, it's time to take action. It's time to step forward into this adventure. But there's no wrong choice. There's just different choices with different outcomes and different experiences. So you get to choose. And um, I like that, you know, freedom that comes with all that. A a journey, if you're like, well, I want something to do. Can someone give me an idea? The ancestors are like, we got some ancestral tree repair if you would like to help us with that. If you're interested in helping like transform some chains and some energy of your family tree, then you can reach out to your ancestors. They will assign one particular ancestor as your go-between, like their representative, and you kind of become a representative of your current ancestry, the current, you know, bloodline that's existing and alive. And between the two of you, you can hand them over energy that they'll take into their hearts because they're powerful supernatural beings now they'll take it into their hearts, transform that energy, and hand it back to you as higher vibrational energy to help transform. And, healing a family tree is like saying that there's something broken. It's more like transforming energy because it's perfect the way it is. But if we want to alter things and change things and bring it to a higher vibration, we can do that too. And I feel like that's what they're offering you if you want an idea of something to do. But they're like, you don't have to. But since you asked, there you go. Right. So that's what they have for you, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Supernova, you are up next. Thank you so much for your donation. And you wanted to know messages from Kurt, the spirit guide. Any funny things they want to say? Also, will Kurt always be a guide? And also, what would Kurt want you to know about adulthood? All right. Let me take a quick sip here. Stay hydrated. I'm talking a lot today. All right. So, something funny that they want to say. Okay. So we'll see what they will find funny. Will Kurt always be a guide? He will always be a guide for the rest of your life for you. But that's not like what they're always doing. We kind of piggyback. Like sometimes we'll be a spirit guide with other people, and then other times we'll go down, they'll be our spirit guide, and other times they'll go down and we'll be their spirit guide, and sometimes we all go down and other people and other beings are our spirit guides. So we're very curious beings and we want a lot of experience. And we can be doing a ton of different things at a ton of different times. But I do feel like there's this it's funny, my ear just plugged up and it started ringing. That's that's Kurt giving me a wet willy. That's what's funny. He's like, we can do things, but we alter and we go. It's so funny. And we and so hopefully that answers your question. Just there'll be your spirit guide for the rest of your life, but they're also doing other things while they're being your spirit guide because we can multitask. And it's great. There's all this different, um, things that are available to us to do. So they're like, yeah, this lifetime, but I got other plans to do other things, and I'll be a spirit guide again in another lifetime because he's been a spirit guides before, as well as you have been spirit guide before. Ooh, right. All right. And then what would Kurt want you to know about adulthood? All right. So we got those. All right. So what little funny thing? I think the wet willy is hilarious. All right. So the funny thing, we got the star card, the dreams come true. The Two of Wands is about where you're choosing to expend your energy, and the Ten of Wands is about a change of from what feels like a burden to what feels like abundance and fun and blessings. And what's funny about that? We ask. But what's funny here is the star card. When I saw that, he touched a memory in my mind of when I saw the musical Cats, like, gosh, back in the 80s, 1980s, I think it was in San Antonio, Texas. I can still picture it. A friend uh, took me to see it with another friend of theirs, and I had never been to a musical before, and I was like, wow. But what they're saying here, what they're showing is um, the musical Cats, and um, Kurt is dressed as the big. There's like a big cat, and he's singing to the moon because we got the the moon energy here. And so they're like, it's life is like a musical, and you can see it that way. And for some reason, it's cracking him up. And he just loves that, showing himself dressed up as a cat, a giant cat, and singing in that. Because I feel like he goes, "You never would have caught me doing that in my lifetime." But that's the whole thing about dreaming and having dreams. Anything can come true. Um, but he's just cracking up about it, and that's what he's finding funny. So, he's got a very unique sense of humor, which is alright, but he's cracking me up. So that's interesting. And then what does he want you to know, about adulthood? Yeah, the 9 of Cups. Again, dream card. You got the 9 of Cups and the Star card. And that's the whole thing, adulthood, the realization of our dreams, the realization of our dreams is an important thing and a important part of adulthood, but you don't ever have to give it up. He goes that a lot of times adulthood is misinterpreted to mean responsibility and expectations and living all this stuff, which can be that, but adulthood is just a matter of age, and that you're just, what you do with it is totally up to you. There's no expectations from spirit about what adulthood should be, supposed to be, need to be, have to be. But adulthood, a lot of time, when especially when they have children, they pop people's dreams and the childhood dreams of, I want to be this, do something more reasonable, blah blah blah. It's like that's a lot of what adulthood is known for, but it doesn't have to be. You can be a super cool adult too. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, King of Wands. It lies in your hands. The King of Wands has this energy of a throne room full of people. All right, we've probably talked about this before. This energy of the Emperor and the King of Wands, where there's all these people telling you the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, that sucks the life out of things, like we were talking about. But the king at some point goes, I'm the one in charge of my life. Thank you for all your opinion, but you guys can clear the throne room and I'm going to decide what I want to do. I'm going to put a plan together and I'm going to take action. But what do I want to do? And that's the whole thing. We can fall into trying to fit in with everyone else is saying supposed to be, should be. But this is about you deciding what you want to do and that there's no limit. You can live your dream. What's your dream? Focus on that. Don't fall into that trap. Yeah, the Fool card. It can be an adventure free of expectations. It can be, a constant reaching a level and going to a new level, reaching a level, going to a new level. And we don't have to get caught up in all that. I can't believe I'm almost 60 years old. 58. Can you believe that? Rounded up, I'm 60. But I feel like I'm in my 20s, my early 20s. I just feel like, mentally anyway, that I'm like, it's living life. I don't have to restrict myself. I don't have to do this stuff. I did fall into trying to please and meet up all those expectations, and then I got free from that. And this is that full card is adulthood can be free of all that. You have the 8 of Pentacles, constant evolution, constantly moving to new levels, right? And so that's a great energy to come in with all this because you put in, it's like an apprentice becoming a master. There's always something more to do. There's always more growth. There's always something to do. It's like we don't reach, okay, I'm an adult, everything stops. It's always growing, it's always growth, and adulthood is just a attempt of humanity to define things, and that always takes the air out of things, right? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Don't rush. Be patient with the journey. Enjoy the adventure. Let life unfold. Don't try to rush to become an adult because you become an adult and you're like, God, I wish I would have stayed in school as long as I could, and I would have, stayed young and not got bogged down with all this stuff and all these responsibilities and all that. It's like enjoy life and try to be as free as you can and really, I feel like they're a big thing Kurt is saying is just, keep life as simple as you can, and then you don't worry. The more stuff you get, the more responsibility is, the more time and the more attention you have to put to things. So keep life simple and enjoy creating. And I love that for you. Yeah. And then, yeah, your dream of the Five of Cups, you know, adulthood is about, you know, clearing away the obstacles we created between us and love. It's like Rumi says, we don't have to find capital L love. We just discover the obstacles that were created when we were children, growing up into teenagers, growing up into young adults, all the stuff that we created between us and that, and then we are deconstructing. It's like we're unconditioning in ourself a lot of our adult lives because we're realizing all the stuff we learned and all these small t truths of supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's are lies. They're not true. And so we spend a lot of that time deconstructing and deconditioning ourselves so that we become our authentic selves again. So I love that for you. And let's see what your fortune cookie says here for you. All right, there we go. So this is fractal art imaging. So whatever you see in this is a special message for you. And then I'll read from the little book. So here we go. Psychedelic. Woo! Card number 38. Wow. How perfect for you. It's Intuitive Arts Guide. There are many forms of intuitive work being done on the planet today. Using your intuitive gifts has a large role in the work that you're really here to do. There are many tasks that are undertaken which actually involve the intuitive process. Whether you paint, write music, design, raise children, waitress, or give psychic readings, you're operating from an intuitive source. This guide is here to help you see that your role is important. The work you do is needed. You are in service, and your intuitive knowing is strong. You are helping others to acknowledge and accept their own intuition. It's like I said, your dream is with that Five of Cups is to help people transform their energy, their emotions from lower vibration to higher vibration. And that's telling you that's your dreams. All those dream cards you came up, just realize that's the focus, right? So I love that for you. And that's what they have for you, Supernova. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. All right. And then up next, we have Miss K. So, Miss K, thank you so much for your donation. And you want to know, is there a possibility of marriage in the future? All right, we'll take a look here. Based on your current energy, is marriage a possibility for your future? All right. Do feel like they want these two, this one, and those three. All right. Ready. So, bottom of the deck, you got the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. So that would be telling me that, yes, the underlying energy is that there definitely is a possibility of, unless you think marriage isn't a victory, which I know you do. Otherwise, like, hell no. But let's see what the cards come in here and talk to us about marriage here, right? So you do have this death and this rebirth and this Page of Cups. So I like this energy of life goes on and you deserve happiness with that Page of Cups. Falling in love with a little fish. No, I'm just kidding. But you got this great energy here that's very supportive of this, and that life goes on, life doesn't end, and it does bring that for you here. You got the Five of Swords, and this helps us understand the Five of Swords is like this conflicting energy between our head and our heart, right? I feel like the heart wants marriage again, but the mind is like, "Oh, no." Trying to, you know, avoid it has some thoughts and beliefs about marriage and even though the heart wants, "Yeah, I want love, I wanna do this," and the mind's like, "Oh god, not again." So there is some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around marriage that can be looked at that will help you move forward towards that too. Letting go of some old supposed to be's of how marriage is supposed to unfold, how what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to mean. All those roles, there's some release that can come from that, right? So I like that energy that's there. You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a lot of passionate energy that moves in here. And that tells me here that um, the possibilities of marriage come quick and out of the blue and almost surprise you of how fast it comes into your life. And it just tells me, and that has to do with that mindset, like, "Oh, no, 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 we have to, like, at least date for 5 years, blah, blah, blah," whatever. This is like you meet someone and you just have this knowing and you're like, I'm ready. If they ask me now, I would." And they ask you and you're like, "Let's do it." It's that kind of thing. It almost feels like what you would feel is irresponsible, but I feel like whoever this is, and maybe these 3 cards will tell us more about who they are. I don't feel like it's like someone, um, like you just meet. I'm going to Vegas, you meet someone, get married, and they end up married. No. It's like someone that you've known before, and I feel like it's someone that comes back into your life because there is this familiarity, and that's why I feel like it's, like, not, like, as irresponsible as someone might say if you just met someone and you only known them a week and you're getting married. This is someone that you've known before that's come back into your life. I don't feel like they've come back into your life yet, but they're about to. And because you know them and you're aware of who they are and have kept tabs, but I feel like you guys haven't been in regular contact, just contact here and there. And then all of a sudden they're back in town or the city, or you guys are there. And it's like, wow, things are reignited. You're not the people you were before, but whatever obstacles were between you guys before has been removed. And you're like, okay, we're ready, right? I like that. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, here's the Tower card again. Comes out of nowhere. Some obstacles are removed. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So this is a relationship card, the fullness of life, and the Page of Wands. Pages are like it'd be like a number 11 in the attraction suit, which confirms for me that it's someone you've known before, and this is like a reboot of maybe an old love, maybe from earlier in life, or maybe there was an obstacle, like they were always in a relationship, and if they weren't, you were, so you guys never were single, and so there was always like not an opportunity. But I feel obstacles are removed now, where you're both available, and it's like, here we go. So I love that for you, Miss K. So hopefully that resonates there for you. You might know who that is, right? And let's see what your fortune cookie says here. What else about marriage? All right, here we go. So, of course, whatever you see in the picture is a special gift for you. And then we'll read from the book too. So, here we go. One, two, three. All right. Card number 34. And this is the Red Native. So, from the time of the first man, every thought has been recorded within the collective consciousness. You can either draw from this source or you can consciously make a positive contribution to it. You have much wisdom within you, and it is time to share it. Red Native is calling you to begin imparting your knowledge with others. This can be in the form of talking. However, there are many other ways to communicate. Whatever your choice, you're making a lasting contribution by raising the collective consciousness of man. So I like this. I feel like it's time to get out and share your story in whatever way that you want to do that. And I feel like that is part of expressing your passion, expressing yourself. And I like that for you. So that's an extra message for you. All right, Miss K, that's what they have. So thank you again for your donation. Much appreciated. All righty. Let me move this over here so I can see it more here with my one eye. No. The last donation up is Maria P. So thank you so much, Maria, for your donation. And we'll take a look here and see what we have going on here. So you want to know what are Walter's feelings and thoughts about you now? Right? Yeah, towards you. Okay. So we got feelings and thoughts. Feelings and thoughts. Okay. And then, okay, so what was he up to today? We'll take a look here. Nope. Nope, they don't want any of those. Let me shuffle up again here. So what was he up to today? What was he up to today? And then, how's the other side? That's funny. Yeah, what's going on over there on the dark side? Okay, that's it. And then what would Wally love to tell you that he hasn't yet? All right. All right, the one thing there. Okay. So feelings and thoughts. What are going on here? So they got the Two of Swords. And there is this energy here. Yeah, we even got the Justice card, which is the all about the thinking and the balancing of the scales. Their head and their heart, go back and forth. Their heart definitely, with the star card, has this energy of like what a dream come true you are, what a bright light in the night sky you are. Um, and that's the heart side of the Two of Swords. It's like, oh, you know, it daydreams. The heart daydreams about you. The mind, however, is more justice. It's more like this card of now, we have these things. Da, da, da. It just kind of contains the heart, like we've talked about before, where it's like the heart wants to leap and go, 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 but the mind's like has the little leash or like one of those little, like sometimes people put on children, it's a little leash. That's what it has on his heart, and it keeps it in check about just don't run off. Whenever I let you just run off, look at the trouble we get into, you know, the other side. It reminds them of all the relationships and things that they've had, and it's like, no, 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 no. So that's funny, but I like that for you. All right. And then what was he up to today? Yeah. Well, we got the Five of Wands, which does reflect kind of dramatic, conflicting energy, but also the Seven of Cups, a lot of different emotions popping up around all that. But there's a lot of things to focus on too, just like a lot of pressure, because with that little magic wand, they're choosing, all right, got to get that done, got to get that done, got to get that done. It just feels like a lot of drama around what next needs to happen. Got to do this, got to do that, got to do this. And another day of like they had a time of interruption before, right? Where they had so much to get done and it felt like they had to keep on starting over or they'd get so far and then like, I gotta go do this. And then they come back right on another step. Well, gotta go do this, come back. It's been that kind of day for them. Very frustrating. Like they felt like they were spinning their wheels and not everyone was asking them to do things, but they had their list they wanted to get done to get some things to get some stress off of them, but they this kind of felt that way, right? So how's the other side? Yeah, here's the home. More details, more clarity about this home, the home purchase, getting the home prepared. So it was very much this, very focused on home repair, home preparation, uh, taking steps to try to purchase a home, and all that kind of stuff. So just a lot of detail, detail, detail. It just feels like, again, a lot of mind. You can see the snail head there. It's like, and just so much activity. I'm almost tired just thinking about it. It's like, poor guy. It's exhausting himself trying to burn the candle at 15 ends. And then what would he love to tell you that he hasn't yet? The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And I don't think he's really told you this, but because the Nine of Wands is about a barrier and um, about wanting to break through and a message of perseverance. So it's like, I want to break through this barrier so bad. I want to move forward so bad and so fast, but I've got this barrier and I can't get past it right now. And there's also this message of don't give up on me. I don't feel like he would ask you that and tell you that, but don't give up on me. Don't give up. Keep going. I know I'm not giving you everything that you want and need, but don't give up on me. Um, that's that persevere message. So I love that. And let's see what your fortune cookie says here. All right. Okay. So whatever you see, of course, like is a message for you. And then I'll read from the book. So here we go. Zoom. What do you see? Right. It's card number 39. 39. 39. And this is the channeling guide. So you have a strong ability to communicate the messages and teachings of divine beings. Whether you're aware of it or not, you are receiving guidance and messages from those of other dimensions of existence. One of your gifts is having the ability to share these higher teachings with others. And sometimes you simply speak the words that are needed without even knowing the effect or power of what you've said. So you channel messages from the other side. The channel guide uh, asks that you work on fine tuning this gift, meditate, listen, and follow the guidance that you receive. So you have a strong connection to the spirit world, and they're telling you that you do speak, you do without even knowing it. And you're like, blah, 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 blah. Because when you're in that place of that higher vibration, love and joy and peace and gratitude, you really connect with the spirit world. So I love that. Wow. Right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. So many blessings to you. All right, everybody. So that's it for the donations. So the rest of the readings will go a bit faster. Free readings are 1 to 2 cards. So we don't dive as much in depth there. And there's no fortune cookies with that. No dessert, just the messages. So it'll go a little faster. I do have one YouTube channel membership that gets to go first. Lucky, it'll be up first. And then we'll dive into the others. Like I said, we've got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, almost about 20 free readings. So buckle up. Here we go. So Lucky, you said here, there's one particular question that has been unanswered with um, the help of past coworkers. What has happened to the college garden guy who worked at the garden shop from 2 years ago? His energy came, and I think that's where it stopped. Um, it's been unanswered by the coworkers here. Okay, well, let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. So, whatever happened to the garden shop guy from 2 years ago? So, his energy came up, and we're like, where did he go? What happened to him? What does Spirit want you to know here? Okay, nope, not those either. Shuffle these up. Let's get the energy recharged here. I'm using the cards a lot. Come on, breathe, breathe. Okay. So what happened? Okay. And that one there. Wow. How interesting that this said this is the college garden. So you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is about a garden, and you got the King of Swords, which is about higher education and college. So the energy is coming in here. And what happened to them? The Seven of Pentacles has that energy of the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, but there is this energy of um, when the fruit started to grow, it's like I didn't want to do this anymore. There's something else that drew him elsewhere. Um, did they pass away there? Um, Either way, the energy is the kind of the same, whether it's they're alive or if they passed. It's like I was done. I was ready to go do something else. This King of Swords is higher knowledge, clarity of life, and they realized they wanted to go and do something different and go off in a different direction. And so they were done with they were where they were at, and um, it had to do more with internal not wanting to continue to invest energy in this thing that wasn't bringing them the fruit that they wanted for in their lives. And so they got a lot of clarity that kicked in, and this is why they left and why they went um, somewhere else. So um, I like that the garden with the garden rake and the higher education is so perfect there. So hopefully that gives you what you're looking for there, Lucky. Just they were ready. They were ready to be somewhere else. And that's quite all right. That's their choice and joy, right? All right. So hopefully that makes sense. And many blessings to you. All righty. So let me move some of these over here. So these are the free readings for non-YouTube channel members. And that's a big one. Let me leave that over there for now. All right. So up first, we do have Patricia. You want guidance for the week. FYI, I saw a license plate yesterday, February 22, a sign from Uncle Jimmy. I love that. I love how Spirit loves to communicate with us. Hey, Uncle Jimmy. All right. So guidance for next week. So you got the Strength card and the Two of Cups coming in here. Now, the combination of these two, I'm really feeling, Two of Cups can be about relationships, but it's also relationship to your higher self. And this is the Strength card is your higher self and your human self. That's here too. So I feel like next week it's a great opportunity for you to connect with your higher self and to focus on your relationship. And I like this kind of, and we have all this energy going on with Pisces, um, especially with our North Node and some other things that are turning us inward and upward with our connection to our higher selves. So it is very supported here for you to spend some time this next week and just throughout the day, just connect with your higher self and your spiritual posse, and in a way you can ask, expand more within this human body, you know, um, become more present. Let's walk, like the Strength card is about, you know, walking hand in hand with our higher self and seeing the world in a different way. And I feel like there is this walking daily with your higher self as much as you can and growing that and growing that and growing that. I just feel like there is this important nudging to do that for you this week. I'm not sure what it's about. I just feel like it's an overall desire to expand and to assist you more in your adventure, to make it an easier adventure instead of a harder adventure when we're kind of going blind, going walking blind, right? They want to give you a lot of guidance this week. So definitely take out the opportunity to do that. So that's what they have for you, Patricia. And then New Love, you are up next. So a general reading, please. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I celebrate every day for the entire year. So birthday wish is never late. All right. So general reading. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All righty. Wow. 2 7. 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups coming in. So 2 7 is a very spiritual number, very um like a very big invitation. The 7 of Wands is about being true to your authentic self in a way, but shining bright, stepping forward. Don't let anything cage you. Don't ask permission to shine. Don't dim your light for anyone. And don't feel like you have to defend who you are. But it's the shining bright. And with all those stars in the sky here, too, there's a lot of emotional energy with that 7 of Cups surrounding you. But this whole thing about a bright light standing on a hill and darkness can be seen, and this star in the sky helps illuminate and create hope. And I just feel like this is energy for you, is realizing who you really are. Shine bright. Don't worry about other people, what they say or feel, and just be you. Let yourself shine, because you do bring a lot of light into people's life. And um and it feels like maybe some things have fogged and dimmed the light a little bit. You might have be a little less bright than you normally have been. Not like bright, but like glowing. And they're like, it's time to return to you, and take a deep breath and start with shining bright within yourself, and then just let it shine forward, because your bright light is needed right now. And I feel like that is a big piece of what they're wanting you to know right now. Right? So that's what they have for you, New Love. Many blessings to you. And then Nelia Medeiros, hello, hello. Thank you for your donations earlier today. And your free reading is a general love reading. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about love? All right, so these two. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. So endings and beginnings energy with the 10 and the Ace, the 10 and the 1. But there is this new opportunity that's opening up regarding love coming here. In the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheels of Fate are coming. It is a fated meeting coming up here around love. And what can we know about this here? What do they want you to know? Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. It's someone you haven't met before. So it's a brand new relationship. No one coming back from the past, thank God, especially in Venus retrograde. Sometimes we do have people come flying by our path, but it's always for us to have some closure. So you might have some of that, but know that that's not this person coming in for you. It's um, to put an ending to things, to release some stuff. If anyone comes across your path that you see them or see a posting or come across a possession of theirs or something, it's not for you to get back together. It's for you to release them, which opens up this opportunity for this new person to come in. The wheels are tuning. You will feel this is the tune of for you, the fortune, with this ending and beginning energy that's coming in right now. There is that space being created. And so I do feel like the meeting of this individual, I mean, it feels like with all this eclipse energy, with all these endings and beginnings, I do feel like it's this month and the month of March. Can extend a little bit into April, depending on energy, but I do feel like, let's say March, April, that you have this meeting and you meet this person. So Get ready. All right. So that's what they have for you right now, Nelia. So many blessings to you. All right. Make sure I'm sticking to my list here. All right. And then we have Livier Vergara. Hello, hello. You'd like to ask, will you meet someone with a good way of being, blonde, brunette, physical characteristics? All right, let's take a look here. So let's take a look. What are they willing to tell you here? Will you meet someone with a good way of being? So you're talking about romantically, of course. You will. You have the Page of Wands, which is about a new passion that will come, but you have the Three of Cups coming in first. Three of Cups is telling me here that if you don't already have like two best friends, this kind of energy that comes in on the love reading um, will tell me, and you even got blonde and brunette in there. So you are going to meet some good people, a blonde and a brunette. Um, but these individuals that come in first are just best friends, two best friends that you meet, which create the foundation for you before you meet someone new, before this Page of Wands comes in, because what you guys do for one another is you keep each other accountable and real, being true to yourselves. And you guys do this for each other in a loving, supportive way, not like it'd be more like, "Girl, did you meet someone? Yeah, how did you know? Because you're kind of shrinking who you are." "Oh God, no, not again." And they're like, "Just telling you." And you're like, "Thank you." And you're like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it for girls' night on Thursday." They're like, "Why?" "'Cause I have a date." And you're like, "No, you don't. We have girls' night. You know that. You're not giving up your life for everyone else. So you can tell them you can go out Friday with them. But Thursday night is ours." And you're like, "Dang." And they're like, "You got to keep your life and not give it up for someone else. That's the habit. That's your tendency, if that is what resonates for you." And you're like, "Okay, yeah." And what if they don't understand? Well, then they're telling you who you are. But this is the support group that you guys have, that you do that for each other. And that's an important piece, because that is what allows you to have a relationship that's worthy of you, because they are your checks and balances, along with you being their checks and balances. So I like that for you, Olivier. That's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. Righty. And then we have Minahil. Hello, hello. So will you ever get married with Lawrence in the future? Sorry. My eyes must be getting tired. I'm having trouble seeing as clearly. Or maybe it's time to get glasses. I have glasses, but for distance, not for close up. All right. So will you ever get married with Lawrence in the future? Based on current energies. No. Based on current energies, I don't see here. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which shows that they have a lot of fears. They have a lot of things that keep them from moving forward, and keep them from, being able to get past that. Just too many expectations of supposed to be and should be and need to be, and so many rules that they feel like they would fail. And I just don't feel like they'll be able to get past that. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity that opens up for you. So it's kind of like saying that one doesn't, but you do have someone else that comes into your life that does lead to marriage in the future. Just don't feel like it's Lawrence, because they don't. They've got um, too many of these rules, too many of these fears that just kind of suck the life out of the relationship. So I don't feel like you guys get that far in the relationship there. So hopefully that resonates. That's what they have right now for you, Minahil. So hang in there. There is you know, someone else though. So that's good, right? All right. Let me bring some more people over here. Many blessings to you. Let me bring them this way. so I could see him here. So sorry. Take just a sec here. Okay. Do it that way. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So up next we have M. So M, are your manifestations strong? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your manifestations? Are they strong? All right. Well, we got those cards. Let's find out. All right. So with the Wheel of Fortune coming in, I would say that yes, you're in a time of extra strong manifestation. And the Wheel of Fortune is the tune of for you, and it's kind of like this gratitude energy. The Three of Wands is about with new information taking a different direction that I feel really expands your manifestation power regularly. I feel like you're in a time like I'd say like a 2-week period where manifestation energy is big for you, like extra strong. Like you don't have to like overly do energies and focusing and gratitudes and different things, and you have stuff that just bloop, 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 bloop. After that, though, if you want it to continue, really being aware of how manifestation works, where when we're focusing on want and need, those are lacking energies. Because I want, I don't have, I want. I need, I don't have, I need. Whereas gratitude is I'm grateful for what I have. And in being grateful for what I have and what I have had, I draw in more of that energy, and that opens up the conduits and makes our energy match that of receiving, and so we can manifest and get things that are coming in more regularly. So I like that for you. Hopefully that helps with what you were feeling, and so I like that for you. Easy breezy, short and easy today, Em. Right? So many blessings to you. And then JASHAN, you would like universe guidance for you. All right, let's take a look here. What guidance does the universe have for you right now? They do want, oh, they wanted this one. All right. So, the 10 of Cups, there's this energy of joy and celebration and victory here with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups can be about love and relationship and this, but the hummingbird has such joy energy. The 10 of Cups is joy energy. And joy energy is one of the high vibration. It's actually our natural state. Happiness is like an emotion, but joy is like who we are. And I like all this energy here. It's like there's this focus from the universe. Whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. It's time for joy. It's time for play. It's time for laughter. It's time to raise your love vibration. Why are you being so serious? Right? It's about doing that because that is what draws in things that match that energy. It is higher vibrational energy, and that's what brings us these feelings of victory and togetherness and that. And like we're talking about when we're focusing in on things we fear, the want, need, the things we hate, we draw in things that match that energy. And this is all about time of joy and following your heart, following your joy. If you have decisions to make, close your eyes, open your heart. What brings you joy? Choose that. Your heart won't lead you a wrong way. You don't have to figure out your entire life tomorrow. Just follow your heart. Where is it leading you right now in your life? And then your heart will guide you in a different direction when it's ready as well. But I feel like that's the guidance that they're bringing in for you today, JASHAN. So many blessings to you. And then Mysterious, you're up next. Is your marriage already predestined, or is it up to you? Do you have options? All right, yeah, let's take a look here. So do you have like a destined, in stone, fated agreement, or did you choose the vacation package where you just bought the hotel, the car, and the plane ticket, and when you get there, you're going to decide what you want, right? So let's take a look here. All righty. In this lifetime, with the full card being a world of possibilities, it's like it's the zero card. It's like entering Like the last card in the major arcana is the world card, which is an ending of cycles and ending of expectations. And the full card is like a world of possibility. There's no guardrails. It's like, what is it going to be? So I feel like you have options that are coming in here. And the Six of Swords is a card of um, letting go of old ways of thinking, looking at higher ways of thinking. So in regards to love, sorry, I fell off my chair here. Okay. As in regards to love, it's like, questioning, why do I feel like they have to be a certain person in a certain way? And this is who they are in their relationship. And this is how a relationship is supposed to, form and how it's supposed to proceed and how it's supposed to end up. And this is who I am supposed to be. And a lot of these rules and that just sucks the life out of a sale. And this is about leaving behind these small teachers and seeing things from a higher perspective. It helps, like you'll have little stepping stones um, that'll help you leave those behind, but you do have options depending on the choices you make of where you would end up. So it's option B. You have options. It's not like a predestined, yeah, destiny kind of in this lifetime. Some lifetimes we choose that. Some lifetimes we don't. In this one, you didn't. So there you go. Woohoo! All right. So that's what they have for you, mysterious. Many blessings to you. And then MINU, you would like here the profession of your future spouse. All right. So what does Spirit want you to know? Based on current energies, what is the profession of your future spouse? All right. So let's take a look here. I feel like this one. All right. Interesting that we have the Six of Cups, which is about childhood and children, and the Ace of Swords, which Ace of Swords is about clarity, education, communication, and with children here. So they definitely, their occupation has to deal with either educating children or educating about children or helping children with their thinking. So it could be a child psychologist, a child counselor, could be a teacher of children, So that's going to be what junior high, elementary school kind of energy. But it definitely, they have a lot of knowledge, and it doesn't really feel like that they would be like the elementary school teacher. I feel like they more educate people around children and help children grow. So it would be more the psychologist or counselor or someone who teaches about children development, that type of thing. But children is their passion to help people understand children and to help children kind of energy. Um, could even be a physician, someone who helps children like that too, because it's someone that has had higher education around children to be able to help children, if that makes sense. So that's what they have for you, Minu. Ooh, la la. You're hoping it's a doctor, aren't you? I'm just kidding. All right. So many blessings to you, Minu. And then Pisces, you are up. What good news are you going to hear soon? All right. Let me take another sip here. Getting thirsty. All right. What good news is coming your way soon? All right. Nope. None of those. None of those. Okay. There we go. What's the good news? So you have something that there's been some conflict going on with the Five of Swords. And that can either be internal conflict between your head and heart or external conflict. But the full card is the conflict ends. There's a new journey. And the reason why I feel this is good news, in addition to conflict ending, is that it's it resolves itself. You don't have to do anything with whatever this conflict is that's going on, whatever this altercation or the stuff. handles itself. And the Fool card is this journey, this new adventure, this openness, these possibilities, this sense of adventure that comes in. But that whatever cycle that's been going on that has made you uncomfortable, that's been feeling conflicted, that cycle's ending and a new adventure begins. Something where you just feel like a big weight is lifted and you're able to move forward. So I love that for you. So whatever's been really heavy on your heart and mind, there's resolution that's coming, and that's good news. So there you go. Easy breezy, Pisces. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Ateshi Singh, you're up. Will that manifest happen? Oh, okay. Will that manifest and happen on June 3rd? All right. So based on current energies, will what you're looking into manifest on June 3rd? All right. I feel like you get one here. 9 of Pentacles. Independence and abundance. I will say that is a yes there, Ateshi. There you are in the garden feeling independent, and it's like a dream come true financial or physical abundant kind of energy and card that's coming in here too. So it feels like based on current energies a yes. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Queen, you are up. Will your future spouse be from a different religion? Let's take a look here. From a different religion. So will your future spouse be from a different religion? Okay, what is this here? All right. Let's see what your other cards are here too. Oh my gosh. So you've got the King of Pentacles twice. In this deck, there's like multiple of these. This is an abundance card. The Star card is the dream come true card. And the Knight of Pentacles, is this quest for looking at worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. So whatever a dream come true, whatever you feel is like an abundant feeling for you, that is what happens here. So I'm feeling like you're thinking like they being from a different religion may make it difficult. So being of the same religion would be like a dream come true and abundance. If that's the case, whatever it feels like a dream come true for you is what it is for them. And the Knight of Pentacles is interesting, um, because I feel like if they are of the same religion, and that's what I feel like you're wanting, right? Um, that they are on a quest of looking at their worth, not from religion, but from spirituality, from inward and upward. That they may not be like you'd be considered an orthodox, like this is like I'm an advocate for this religion. It's like they might be the same religion, but they're also not bound by it so strictly that they're searching more for a relationship with creator and not have it just be kind of boxed in by a religion. So they might be of the same religion, but it's like they want spirituality, not like by the letter of the law kind of energy, if that makes sense. Right? So that's what they have for you, Queen, right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have Sarah. So, sup for Sid Girl. You're up. So, how aligned are you with 5D? What's the main level of consciousness you operate at? 3, 4, or 5? Interesting. So, you're talking as your human character? Because you exist at all dimensions as different beings, right? You're a part of a collective at the 5th dimension. You've got 4th dimension um, energy and 3rd dimension energy. But so if you're talking about you as your human character, um, let's take a look here. But you exist at all dimensions and all frequencies and different forms on different planets, different dimensions, and everything else, right? All at the same time. I know, we're so powerful. We can't comprehend it as our humanity that we are. So where are you at here? So the Eight of Pentacles is all about movement of energy and putting in blood, sweat, and tears and evolution. And the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. So I feel like for your human side, you're at 3.5. That's funny. Your spirit guides are funny. 3.564326. But this is like we're in the third dimension. The planet has gone to fourth dimension. And those of us who are the age, it's if unless you're like a teenager, you're really a lot of us are still third dimensional beings, but our spirit and our energy has prepared us for fourth dimension. But fifth dimension is more like being part of a collective. We haven't reached that point here yet, at least our human. Now, you have different parts of yourself, your higher self, that are part of fifth dimension already, but your human, with your name, your human character you're playing, is a third dimensional being experiencing fourth dimensional energy. And when you end this lifetime, when you come back, if you come back to Earth, then you would come back as fourth dimensional being heading into fifth dimension, which is where the Earth is headed. So hopefully that makes sense. That is what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have here, make sure I'm in proper order here. We've got Pramilaa. You are up. You want to know what is coming towards you. All right. What does Spirit want you to know that's coming towards you? There we go. And that one there. All right. What do we have happening here? Wow. So many possibilities headed your way here with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is an energy of whatever you focus on grows and expands and you draw towards you. The Three of Swords is like, the Three of Swords is like an expectations equals disappointment card. It's the lower vibrational beliefs that are rooted in fear, right? And the Two of Wands says that when we're focusing on that, we're going to draw an energy that matches that. And so if there's we fear something won't come into our life, or we fear something will leave our life, or if we have energy of want and need, this lacking energies, then we draw in those and we repel things away that we're wanting and needing because we have this energy of lack. But the Two of Wands tells us whatever we focus on does grow and expand. And when we look at focusing on what we have and what we have had, and we have gratitude around it, that opens the conduit that allows us to draw on things a higher vibration that match that, instead of bringing in lower vibrational things that match that. And so I feel like right now, because they showed the Three of Swords, that there has been maybe some fears, some really big desires of want. I need this in my life. I want this in my life. But that energy is actually working against you instead of for you. Not really against you is not a really good word. It's pushing things away from you because it your energy is acting like it wants to experience more wanting and needing and not having, because the way the energy works, gratitude is about having and drawing. Whoops, as I hit my microphone. But the having and wanting energy is about extending and pushing things out of our way. I gotta watch. My hands are going over. Am I turning into an Italian? I'm talking with my hands. They used to make fun of me in meetings. I used to talk with my hands a lot. They go, "Sit on your hands." I'm like, "Why? We're gonna see if you can talk without your hands moving." Yeah, they used to pick on me. Rah, rah, rah. But so I feel like that's what they want you to know right now about what's coming towards you. You have such possibility. Whatever you focus on is what comes towards you. Maybe if I raise it up a little, I won't hit it. Maybe. Um, so hopefully that makes sense for me. I feel like that's what's coming in now. They're not giving me specifics. They're just bringing me, be aware of your energy. You're drawing in things to you, but do you want lower vibration or higher vibration? Focus your energy on unconditional love and joy and laughter and play and peace and gratitude. All that will draw on things that match that energy. But if you have fears and if you have want and need, really look at transform that energy so you can draw on something different for yourself. Okay. So that's what they have for you, Pramilaa. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Stoned Epiphany Tarot. Want to know what are some specific events your partner and you will have to look towards your daughter? Okay, you actually asked that. Was that earlier today? I did answer that. I answered all the questions. So um, whenever you had asked that in the earlier sessions, check out that video because I did answer that question. And if you're having trouble finding it, whichever session you asked that for, I think it was this morning, not yesterday evening, but depending on when it was, comment on that video if you can't find it, and I can try to help you find it because they went into detail about, you know, how, because I remember kind of the reading about going into detail of things you could do to make it exciting and local and distance and each of you choosing to do things and da 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 da. I mean, it was quite an in-depth um, energy that came in. So I feel like, look that up. And if you have trouble finding that, let me know and I will help you find it. All right. Right. All right. And then we've got Diksha Dubey. Want to know what's coming towards you in love? All right. Let's take a look here. What's coming towards you in love? Okie dokie. Oh, well. Well, you got the Two of Cups. So love is headed your way. Two of Cups. And you got the Three of Pentacles, which is about creativity and being true to your authentic self. And so this love that's coming towards you, this relationship that's coming towards you, excuse me, is someone that is drawn to you for you being true to your authentic self and you being you. This energy of creativity is like, it's not because you're looking for love, it's that you're out living your passion, you're expressing your creativity in whatever ways you'd like to do that. Let's say, for example, it's painting, and you go to a painting event or a class or something like that, and you're doing that because you love it and you want to learn it and you're expressing it and you're doing it. And then you bump into someone who's also living their passion and doing that. And they're like, "Oh, I love how you did that. How did you make it look like that?" And you're like, "Oh, you do this." And like, "Oh, cool." And you're like, "What are you doing? What are you making?" And you're like, da da da. And like, "Oh my God." And you have this conversation that um sparks up and the spark between you, and then the class is over or whatever and you're like, hey, they or you go, want to grab a coffee or a tea or whatever, and like, yeah, I'd love to. And then you guys go blah 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 blah, and it's the beginning of a wonderful friendship that leads into a relationship. So I love that kind of energy, and that's what I feel is headed toward you here. But it's you doing something you love, not having your hobby be finding love, right? So there's clarity there. Right. So that's what they have for you, Diksha. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we've got widowed Timmi. Hello, hello. So it's your 20th anniversary of your wife's passing today. Sending you so much love. She's around you, of course. You listed the old house that Spirit had said the sale of it would go smoothly. It was on the market for an hour. A fair offer made and accepted. It closes at the end of the month. We felt like it was going to happen fast, right? like it was gonna go boom, boom, boom. All right. So will the closing go as good, right? All right, let's take a look here based on current energies. I love that for you. It is time, right? It is time. Yeah, we got temperance here. So patience, it's just the patience on having it go through. Um, and the emperor here too, the energy of Aries and new beginnings and decisions. It's very the emperor energy of a number four is a very stable energy that's coming in with a combination of these two. And yeah, the temperance is normally it's a patience card, but I'd feel like because it's about alchemy and it's about the magic that's put in it goes back and forth and things turn to gold. So I do feel like it will I don't feel like there's gonna be any delays with that energy. The emperor energy just comes in with such a solid, fiery energy. It is Aries spring energy. So here we go. March 20th, right? Is the spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere. So I feel it goes very, very smoothly. I just feel like it's a lot of paperwork. So just have patience with it. But I love it. It feels very, very stable. So I just feel like it will go well as well. No concerns coming up in the cards at all. So congratulations. It is time. And of course, your wife will be by your side no matter where you live. So she's like, let's go. I don't care about those things, you know. I channeled a friend of mine who lost her husband. And when she was talking about, does he like the urn I got? And I'm like, he the picture he showed me is he's not even looking at anything in the physical world. He's staring at her. And because he can know every emotion that she went through her entire life, even down into the womb, every thought she had, every decision she made, every experience she had for her entire life, plus her future, but they don't talk about those things because they don't want to ruin the surprises, right? But they're in awe of who the person is, and they're just like, "What urn?" Because they're just staring at him. And I feel like that's what's going on with her too. She's like, "What house?" She's staring at you with such um, deep admiration, you know, because she understands who you are and everything you've gone through in life and everything. So I love that for you. All right. So that's what they have for you, Timmy. Many blessings to you. And then lastly, but not leastly, we've got Theresa Horton. Hello, sexy voice. You're so funny. You crack me up. So what's going on with your baby? She's 27. She's a Cancer. She's always depressed. Says, why was she born? She has no friends, no boyfriend. Help her, please. She needs help. All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on. What does spirit want you to know what's going on with this energy here? What's going on with your baby girl? Your baby girl. What do you want her to know about her baby girl, please? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. 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 Yep. Okay. So, first of all, we got the King of Cups. King of Cups is the balancer between head and heart. She's a Cancer sign, emotion galore, right? And so, you know, this journey, I mean, I understand. I have like a Pisces moon, water moon, um, a stellium in Pisces, a ton of water in my chart, grand trines, all this water energy. Even though I'm an Aquarius Sun, Capricorn rising, which is a lot of air, thinking energy. I have all this emotional energy that really counteracts it all, kind of balances it all out, and at least now it does. But so there's this need to balance her head and her heart. And the Three of Cups energy that's coming in here, which is the joy, joy, joy card, and also this. um, spiritual posse, and connecting with her spirit team. And because the more she connects with the higher realms, the more she gets to feel that unconditional love energy instead of the kind of the sad Z's lower vibrational emotions that kind of are stuck a little bit there. That's why there's this balancing energy needed. And so with that, it's emotional choice, and that's every one of us have it, but especially Cancer signs, they're ruled by the moon motion, right? Not even of love, that's Venus. This is emotions of all kinds. And the challenge of people with a lot of water present ruling over their chart is that this world is such a has such an opportunity. It's a giant amusement park full of fear rides, right? And when we realize that we have such an opportunity to swim in the dark side of the pond, we can fall into that where it just feels so safe and we get comfortable with our darkness that we don't want to go to that bright side of the pond. My eyes hurt, right? It's like when you get out of a movie theater and it's the middle of the day and you're like, my eyes, I feel like they're burning in the back of my head. Well, the Three of Cups is about choosing joy. And it might be uncomfortable in the beginning, but it's important that she has an emotional choice every moment and she can consciously choose joy. I'm going to choose joy, play, happiness, fullness, because when we're stuck in lower vibrational emotional energy, we're going to draw in things that match that, which are depression, no boyfriend, no friends, because that pushes people away, right? Um, brightness, joy draws in things, gratitude draws in the higher vibrational things. Because when we're in lower vibration, then it's like, okay, right? We have the Hermit card too, which when we're alone, it's connecting with spirit, having them guide us. But so the connection to spirit is very important for her here. Um, And there's no right or wrong. We come down here to experience the lower vibration and the lower experiences so that we understand who we are. And, to understand joy, we experience unjoy. And she's done. If she's like, I'm just done, I'm sick and tired of feeling this way, great. You can choose differently now. And don't beat yourself up about it. You experience what you want to experience. Now it's time for joy and celebration. Get out and play and but she's in charge of her adventure. It's not going to just someone's not going to come and rescue her. She's the one that has to rescue her. And she rescues herself from the lower vibration by consciously choosing higher vibration. What brings her joy? Go do her passion. Go do these things because when she's out doing them, whether she's doing them by herself in the beginning, she meets people. When she's living her joy, then other people living their joy bump in and go, "Hey," and that's when you find friends with common things. It's where you bump in and meet someone that develops into relationship, but it's all about a change and choosing of joy. That's an important event for her, to have happen there. I feel like I want to give her an oracle too here since it's the last reading. We'll end with a shebang. So the oracle of the seven energies is what I'm being drawn to. Let's see what a special message here for her is. All right. So the card is Tender Embrace. Card number 22. Master number 22. Master number 22 is realizing that you're so much more than just the human, that this is a character, but the actor, who you really are behind this character, is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, whose natural state is joy. But let's see what comes in here with this energy as well. The energy is about compassion, warm hearted care for self and others, sensitivity and empathy, benevolence and kindness. It says, put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning in to the world around you, others you know, and even those you don't know. Can you feel compassion for them? Compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. Now is the time to reduce that pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another. Even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. The questions to ask now are: where do I need to be kinder and gentler? How can I serve? And in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? Could it be that you need to be more compassionate toward yourself? And if you spend all your time in service to others, it's easy to forget about your own needs. When you accept yourself, you can bring more loving energy to others. To make a commitment to practice self compassion. I'm sorry, today, make a commitment to practice self compassion. Release yourself from the burdens of perfectionism. Allow yourself the grace to be human. And then do the same thing for others. It's not your job to tell others how to express themselves, even if you don't like the way the world behaves. Today, be kind for no reason at all and watch miracles arise. It's an amazing thing. It's like when we want to find love, be love. When you want to find friends, be a friend. When you want a boyfriend, be a boyfriend to others, you know, and be of service to others. All that energy, it's compassion and joy, and it can help draw, things towards us that match that energy instead of lower vibration. So that's what the message we have for your baby daughter there, Teresa. So many blessings to you. Hopefully that helps. We send her lots and lots of love. Um, and to you as well. And so that's it for the readings for tonight. After I'm done, I will post again this. It's in the description box of the video, the order in which the readings are completed. But I will also post a pinned comment here in a moment too, listing that order. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you guys again, as always, for your patience and getting to your readings. And I'll be back at 11 a.m. Remember, daylight savings time. So those of you that do not celebrate daylight savings time or participate in it, I don't think any of us celebrate it. But those of you that don't participate in it, I'll be on an hour earlier because 11 o'clock will come an hour earlier for in reality for us tomorrow. And in body, it might be a coffee day. I might actually have been steering away from coffee, but tomorrow might be a day I reintroduce it into my bloodstream. So I'll be back tomorrow. So hopefully you'll see you guys then, and whenever you'd like to get in there. And if you're looking for any other free materials, I have a ton of free content on my main page. If you click on and go to it at the very top, it's new for 2025. And we've got a lot of content out there if you're interested in hearing some more readings and information too. So until I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. Of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. And remember, have fun because why are we being so serious? All right. We'll see you guys soon. Love you.